Kingdom of Zod begins. Miles gets another relaunch. Batman and Robin return to year one, and Snake Eyes faces Snake Eyes. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about only good comics. I'm Brant, and this is Friday First. This is that series where we talk about those brand new number one issues, new character debuts, new story arcs, and the like. And this is for books that are coming out on August 12th. 2026. We got a top 10 this week. No honorable mentions to speak of this week. But before I get into this week's books, I finally did get a chance to see Spider-Man Brand New Day last night. Fantastic movie. Really enjoyed it. Um, really enjoyed like all the cameos that we got to see with it. I'm not going to spoil anything here. All the characters that, from across the MCU, new and old, that we got to see featured here. The heartwarming story for Peter in this one, kind of heart wrenching at times as well. Just really great movie, and I really hope we get to see more of Spider-Man going forward. But yeah, I really enjoyed the movie, and hopefully we'll talk a little bit more about it on Comic Book Weekly. I know that we were excited that we will have all have seen it when we come back on August 18th. When we return with the show on a weekly basis. So look forward to our thoughts there in depth. But I did want to share that I did get a chance to see it and I did really enjoy it. But with that said, let's jump into this week's top 10. Coming in at number 10 from Marvel is Star Wars The Fall of Kylo Ren, issue number 1. This is written by Charles Soule, who has been doing a lot of the Star Wars stuff over at Marvel. If you've been following along, you'll probably already be aware of this. If you are not and you were a big fan of Kylo Ren in the movies, you might want to check this one out because it follows up with his fall and everything from that point. It's a pivotal turning point for him, as well as for Hux and Pride. So if you're a big Star Wars fan, check that one out. And that's why Star Wars The Fall of Kylo Ren comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9 from Image Comics is Regicide, issue number 1. This is a, as it calls it, a doomed march through Transylvania. We're talking Dracula. We're talking Dracula meeting Berserk in this dark fantasy that is full of betrayal and murderous, intent and all this kind of crazy stuff in this capital village. And this is written by Patrick Kinlan, who I'm not familiar with, and art is by Ludovic Laliot. I'm not familiar with either one of these creators, but I thought it was a striking cover with like the river of blood there and everything going on. And I don't know, it just seemed like a interesting book to talk about on this week's countdown. So here it is, Regicide, coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8 from Marvel is Queen in Black Thor, issue number 1. I haven't been keeping up with the Thor title, but I am curious to see his role in this, with Hela being the Queen in Black and obviously his ties with Hela. We've also got Beta Ray Bill involved in this as well, and we're going to see where the immortal Thor comes into play in this whole Queen in Black saga. This one is written by Al Ewing, with art by Sergio Fernandez Davila. So there you go. That's why Queen in Black Thor comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7 from Boom Studios is a new title from Marguerite Bennet, and it's Gastronomique, is I think how you would pronounce that, but it's a new erotic body horror and historical thriller, as it says right there in the opening line. You've got a cannibal who is compelled to eat, but this lady is a cold-blooded spy compelled to hunt. So you've got this game of cat and mouse going on between these two characters in this what looks like Victorian era stuff. I'm not sure if it actually is set in Victoria era, but the way that they're dressing kind of gives you that vibe. So very interesting. Again, another striking cover, interesting concept. And yeah, so there you go. A new title from Marguerite Bennett from Boom. And coming in at number 7 is Gastronomique. Coming in at number 6 from Ignition Press is Cold D-Sac, like cul-de-sac, but cult, from Cullen Bunn, who is known for his horror work with art by Fico Azio, who's a fantastic artist, done some stuff for Comics Tribe back in the day. Anyway, it says the Hansen family just moved into a new home and they're ready to make it their own. But in their neighborhood, you don't want to find yourself on the HOA's bad side. Seems like there's a lot of HOA themed books these days. But these terrible things start happening and everything, and the evil hits too close to home in the cult de Sac. I love the cleverness of the title, and yeah, Cullen Bunn is really good at writing horror, so definitely excited to check this one out. And that's why Cult de Sac from McNition Press comes in at number 6. As we enter that top 5, coming in at number 5 from DC Comics is Batman and Robin Year 1 Dynamic Duos, Issue 1. This is by the superstar creative team of Mark Waid and Chris Samney. You may know from their iconic Daredevil run. They are returning to the world of Batman and Robin Year 1 with a new adventure as the duo are cleaning up the streets of Gotham City, and these street kids start causing all kinds of trouble, and so now they have to get to the bottom of where they're coming from. So if you liked the previous Year 1 story, you'll definitely like this one, and that's why Batman and Robin Year 1 Dynamic Duos comes in at number 5. Coming in at number 4 from Marvel is a brand new number 1 for Miles Morales Spider-Man. The new era for the character starts here. Brian Hill is the writer this time around, with art by Valentin Delandro and Nico Leon. And it says he's back in the red and black. And he's got it all handled. He's got a lock on his homework, his supervillains. He's got a new crush at school. But he's focused on what matters, helping everybody in Brooklyn, all that kind of good stuff. But now there is a villain from Jeff Morales's Shield past that is coming into play, and he's threatening to destroy the entire Morales family, and Miles has to jump to the rescue in this. So excited to see a new era and a new take on Miles. I really liked Cody Ziegler's run on the character. We'll see how this one matches up, but that's why Miles Morales comes in at number 4. Coming in at number 3, not strictly a first, but we do have G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, issue 331 here. And maybe it is a first because it is Snake Eyes versus Snake Eyes, meaning our traditional iconic Snake Eyes versus the female version of Snake Eyes that has come into kind of popularity over the past several years. And all the Snake Eyes are in danger, and now they're going to face off against each other in this issue. I'm way behind on my reading of A Real American Hero, but I'm excited to see the two Snake Eyes characters face off, and that's why G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2 is part 1 of Kingdom of Zod in Supergirl issue number 16. This is the crossover with the Superman books, specifically Action Comics is part 2 this week, also comes out this week. But part 1 starts in Supergirl, where the Kryptonite kingdom of El Cadero has been taken over by General Zod. So Supergirl and Superboy and the Super Forces, which include Prime and Connor and Tomorrow Man, Lois, Steel, Natasha, Lana, all the characters come together to try to thwart Zod in this massive crossover, and this is where it all starts. And that's why Supergirl issue 16 comes in at number 2. And coming in at number 1 from Image Comics is Yumi 00X. I'm assuming it's zeros. This is the new book from Doug Wagner, who has done, Narco and Plastic and all these other crazy books that we over at Comic Book Weekly have raved about. They're all critically acclaimed. This is totally out of left field of all of that stuff, though. And this is basically, I'm going to read this. Yumi is in love. Yumi is lethal. When her MI6 boyfriend disappears, Yumi storms the agency, hacking their network, dismantling their operatives, and setting everything on fire. There she finds her first ally, a fully AI Lamborghini that's built less like a car, more like a WMD. The anti-spy thriller begins here. So it sounds like a really fun time. I think anything that Doug Wagner puts out, I'm basically picking up, and I've loved every single thing that I've read. It lists some of the ones that I mentioned here, Narco and Plastic. Also, I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer, which was another fantastic one as well. If you enjoy any of his books, this is definitely one not to miss. So definitely pick this one up, and that's why Yumi 00X comes in at number 1. And there you have it. There's this week's top 10 first for this episode of Friday First. I hope you enjoyed it, found something that maybe you hadn't paid attention to, hadn't heard of before, or needed more information about, whatever the case may be. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the books that I chose to talk about this week. If you did, drop me a comment in the comment section below, and of course, like this video. It really does help. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe notification bell so you don't miss any of the content up on the channel. You can follow me across social media at Only Good Comics, or type in onlygoodcomics.com to take you right back to this YouTube channel where we talk about only good comics. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take care, keep reading those comics, go see Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I'll see you real soon.